I'm live again. Wasn't gonna miss this week. I know today is Thursday, so I wanted to make sure I came on today. I wanted to make sure. Gonna go to the movies, but I was like, no. I got a live stream to do today. I wanna continue. I wanna go back to the live streaming every Thursday. You know, I haven't been able to do that in a while. So hopefully nobody's forgotten. So let's see if people show up today. If not, I guess we'll just stop the stream and do it another day. I don't know. So we're just gonna wait and see. You can see I finally shaved my face. Finally shaved. Finally. Looking good. I got my deodorant here for some odd reason. I do not know why. I can grab it without looking. There you go. What's up, Orville? I'm doing good. Just here. Enjoying my Thursday. Was working on a helmet, cutting out a visor. Feeding the kitten. There's a stray kitten outside. I feed often, and pets and everything. So everything is. That's what's up. That's what's going on right now. Still on edge. From the earthquake from last month, because there's still some aftershocks down by the south part of the island. So, and we can still feel it sometimes here. That when there's a big enough one, it tends to shake. So, we get on edge. We get on edge. It's like ever since that big one, there's been so many different aftershocks going on. So it's. They say get used to it, get comfortable, and everything, but it ain't easy. It is not easy at all. So, we're gonna see. It's like just go with the flow and see what happens. You guys see, I put some shots of some of the stuff that I've been 3D modeling lately. These are. This is all the way up to the most recent one that I did, which was Kamen Rider 01 Freezing Bear. So that's the newest one. Look at we even got Deku's mask. My day was okay. Lost power for a little bit, but we have power now. Well, that's good. I know it kind of sucks because that happens occasionally here in Puerto Rico. Also, there will be a random power outage. Sometimes it'll be gone for maybe a few minutes, or sometimes it'll be a few hours. So it's always good to make sure you have everything charged enough that you can kind of get by in the day. So I'm actually checking my phone right now, like, do I got enough battery just in case? Because you never know. I'm just checking my phone. I say, okay, I got 82%, so that's good for now. That's good. If it was about 50%, then I'd be like, time to charge the phone. And recently I started work. If you don't know, I started working out again. I started hitting at the gym. Started going for walks and jogs. Trying to jog more. Like even though with the asthma, so I'm trying to jog more. Try to maintain my health and slim back down again. Cause I did gain weight from the stress and everything. So I'm gonna see, and trying to work on more videos. Like I have videos coming up right now for a helmet, and gonna be working on a chest shield, a 3D printed one. If you follow the Instagram, Orville, I've been working on a plus size gold Ranger shield. So that sucker's huge. If you guys remember from the live stream, that sucker's like huge. I mean, I look like a little kid wearing an oversized T-shirt. Because I'm not a skinny dude, but it's like that thing makes me look tiny, which kind of makes me feel good because it's like it almost made me feel good because when I wore a lot of my old shirts back in the day, after I lost all the weight, I was like, I felt so skinny and small because I all my shirts that were large were now feeling large. They were feeling large because they weren't, fitted anymore. They weren't like a good size on me. They were now big on me. So kind of like that. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of new things that I want to do. Trying to see what other builds. Some people have asked me, have told me they want to see some of the builds of the 3D models that I made. Like especially the Savage White Ranger. Somebody said they want to really see the Savage White Ranger helmet made. And then somebody did ask me not too long ago if they could use my model for I'm not use the model, but I guess use the concept of the one that I made, if they could have permission to use it. And I was like, I'm sorry, but it's like I can't, because this is something I'm gonna be selling to people. So in case somebody wants to do like a Savage version of the White Ranger, which I really need to come up with an idea for the shield, which I've been kind of sketching out in my head, trying to see, because I was thinking maybe like making the Savage version more like the movie chest shield, but fierce it up a little bit, give it like more of a jagged feel, organic type of look, like I did with the helmet. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna definitely gonna see what I do. But if you guys have some ideas of what kind of builds you think I should do next, make sure to you leave that in the comments below. Like that way, because if you leave it in the chat, I won't be able to read it later on, because it'll be hard to find. So if you guys have any ideas that you want to share, like bounce right off, make sure to leave an idea of what kind of, if you want to see me build a helmet, a chest shield, a prop, or a sword, a gun. Leave those ideas in the comments. Hey Veronica, what's up? I saw the new trailer for Power Rangers Beast Morphers Season 2. Yeah, I saw that too. It was pretty cool. I'm gonna see if I catch it, because I know I don't have the channel for it, so I would have to look for it online somewhere for like every time it's released. If they had like a streaming software that like the CW has, where you can actually watch it later the next day, but the problem is you'd have to have the channel to be allowed to use the streaming site. Like I have the CW on my TV, so I can actually use the CW app online. So if I can't see it on TV, I'll watch it the next day on the computer. So but we're gonna see. I got itch here. So yep. So like I said, if you guys have any ideas, or you could, I have Netflix, but the new season of Beef Morphers probably won't be on Netflix for a while, because that takes time, because they don't stream it during the same time the season is going on. So it would have to be, they would stream it probably by the time the season's completely over. So because that's what they've done with the other ones. It doesn't stream during the time the show is running. So. And also, like I said, I like building Power Ranger stuff, but I'm not addicted, and I'm not as big of a fan as other people are. I love the show, I love it, but I'm not like hardcore watching it all the time. Trying to get obsessed of when the next episode. Like I'm patient. I can actually sit back and wait. It's like if I miss an episode, I don't like throw a fit. I'll throw a fit like if I miss an episode of The Flash and I can't watch it. I don't know why. I like The Flash and everything, and I love the show, but whenever I can't, like they take that mid-season break, I'm like, I just have to watch. I need to watch the episode. You could do some more Kamen Rider helmets. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, but the problem is that it's the lenses, so I still have to get the materials and everything, and I got to figure out how to tint the lenses and everything for it. But also, speaking of helmets, don't forget, guys, if if you guys did not notice it in the video I just posted this week, I was talking about a raffle, like bringing back the raffle because I never officially ended it. So it's like renewing it, like letting people know about it again. You know, that you can participate in the raffle to, you know, win a King Tyranno sword. So, you know, like the one that I actually saw in the video, like I decided let me continue the raffle because it didn't go so well in the beginning. You know, there were like 3 people that entered. You know, we want more people. You know, it's like, and with me now making videos and I've been delayed with everything that's been going on, so I'm like, I gotta bring it back. So we're gonna do it again. We're bringing it back. So far, people have been participating in the new raffle because some people want to get that new helmet of the you know, Lord Draken. Let's see. You know, that new helmet of the Lord Draken. It's a version 2.0. It's this one right here, one you see right here in the chat in the stream. So that one was made, and the visor. I actually sent the visor out to a friend of mine, and he actually got it signed by Jason J. Frank, and then sent it back to me. So luckily, I was able to do that. You know, it did cost a little bit of money to. Somebody sent me a message. So I'm gonna see. You know, it's like, so yeah. What? Oh my God! Somebody sent me a message and I just forgot something. So yeah, you know, brought the raffle back. Gonna be doing it again. And so if you guys are interested in participating in the raffle, you know, you still have a chance to enter this raffle. So basically, to enter the raffle, all you have to do is go into the link of the coffee that's actually in the video, and you know, all you have to do is buy a coffee. A coffee is about $3 each, and so, you know, it's not an actual cup of coffee. It's not an actual cup of coffee, so you don't have to worry if you don't like coffee. You don't have to drink it because it's not a physical cup of coffee. So all you have to do is go into the link right here. I'll supply it to you guys. It's right here in the chat. It's like over here. I'll probably go like this because it's on this side of me. So, you know, it's like on this side of you and it's on this side of you. So I don't know. But you know, it's like you guys go right there. You go there because you go to the link. You purchase a coffee. You can buy 1, 2, or 3, maybe more, depending on how many times you want to enter it. You could enter to win the King Tyranno sword, or to do the Lord Draken helmet autographed by Jason J. Frank, or you can participate in both. But you have to let me know which ones you're participating in, so that way we know which raffle you are trying to get into. Do you have Krispy Kreme where you live? We have a Krispy Kreme about 25 minutes from my house by car. So there's like one near the mall. So focus. And so yeah, we got one. I don't really go there to buy donuts because it's addicting. It's addicting, man. I'm like, I can't do that because I'm going to get so chunky from Krispy Kreme if I was to go there, because oh my God, I'm gonna tell you something right now. If I could, I would. And then by the time a month was to be over, I'd be like, I'd be fat. So, but anyway, yeah. Like I said, if you want to participate in the raffle, this is your time. You know, the only time you'll be able to get this, because I don't know when the next time I'll be able to raffle off another helmet that's autographed by one of the actors. You know, it's not an easy thing to do. You know, especially, you know, you got to make connections and you have to be somebody you trust. So, Luckily, I knew this person very well. I've trusted them. I've helped them out in the past. So we're gonna see. So if you guys want to participate in this raffle, all you really got to do is go to the link right there that I supplied. Once again, buy as many coffees as you like. There is no minimum. There is no maximum. But the more coffees you buy, the more entries are in, and the bigger and better your chances are in winning one of these two or both. If you play like lucky doubles, who knows? You never know. I could end up picking the name and it's two people. It's like two prizes go to one person. I don't know. There's always that possibility. It's always that possibility because everybody gets to enter into both. But it's not one coffee for both. It's one coffee per. So I gotta be specific with that one, just in case somebody be like, I'm buying a coffee and I want to enter in both the raffles. Like one coffee is only for one raffle. You have to buy, if you want to enter both, you have to buy two separate coffees to enter for both raffles. So unfortunately, that's how the game is played. And then what you have to do after that, you put in saying what you're entering, and then come back to the video and write in the comments saying that you are participating in the raffle. The end of the raffle, so you guys know when I will be announcing the winner, will be on March 19th. So March 19th is also a Thursday, and I will be announcing the winner of that one during a live stream. So if you're really interested and you want to try to win this, now is your chance to get into this, because I will only raffle off the sword once. And this is the first raffle for the year 2020, so I will only raffle it off once. And once this helmet is raffled off, it'll be probably a long time till I can raffle off another autographed helmet, give or take, if I ever see another Power Ranger here where I live. Or if I end up going to the States and, meeting one of them and, getting their John Hancock on something made. Who knows, But for now, if you guys are interested, or if you want to purchase the sword, all you gotta do is you contact me directly. Send me a comment right here. If you want to know the price of a raw casted helmet, it's about $100. If you want a completely finished, it's $150 with shipping included, and that is within the U.S. If it's outside of the U.S., it's an additional $35 due to the size and international shipping, of course. So sadly, I don't have a Krispy Kreme. It's all good. Krispy Kreme is awesome, but trust me, man, you're not missing much. There are great donuts. But me, I probably, if I was to choose between Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts, I'd go Dunkin' Donuts. And that's probably because I've lived on Dunkin' Donuts all my life since I was a kid. So I'm a Dunkin' Donuts boy. Just like I was raised to be a Toys R Us kid. I was like, you remember that song? If I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid. I can play with video games. Okay. Before I go insane and start singing some old school music, but yeah. But I'm trying to think what else to build. As you guys can see right here, I've built several different things. I've modeled it, and I just recently started modeling, and I'm still learning some things. Like today, I was modeling the freezing bear for Kamen Rider Zero, and this helmet is a little different. It's a little different because there's a section of the helmet on both sides of the helmet where it is like a see-through plastic. Now, modeling it and making it see-through doesn't necessarily you're going to be able to print it that way, because you would have to use transparent filament, like a blue filament that's translucent and everything, so you could actually see through. But then figure out a way to smooth it out and still be able to see through it. So I wanted to figure out what to do. So all I could do is I was like, time to use Google and YouTube. So first I went onto YouTube just to see how good my luck was, and I put Blender modeling glass. So I was like, it's as basic as you can go, glass, So I was like, all right. Luckily, I found a whole lot of tips, and there it is. That's how it started. That's what it ended up looking like right there. Translucent because it had to be clear and see through and still be like a tinted of blue because it's freezing bare, so blue color. So that way you could see the original mask on the side right through that blue. So luckily I was able to do that and figure that out. And now I have another skill that I have to keep practicing. That way I can have it locked into my head instead of having to, every so often go back and try to refresh my memory. It's gonna take a while, but after a while it'll be like second nature, because it's gonna be like a technique I won't use that much. It's more like an effect, really, because it doesn't really need to be done when it comes to modeling, but just for the effect aspect of when you want a screenshot that you want to post and share with people, it's better to do it that way, so that way they can actually see what it would actually look like if they did it in that way. So I'm getting too much. My face is filling out too much. I can't wait till my face is thinned out back again. Gotta lose a couple 10 pounds here, so that way I look my best. So I was like, so, but that's one of the things I'm gonna try to do. And I'm gonna model some more helmets. And I was thinking of trying to model or alter. Cause I did find a Peppercura file of the Gokai Saber, and it's very basic because it's just basically like a basic form. It has no detail, has no nothing. So and I was thinking to myself, can I use this as a base? Use it as a base and then build around it, get all the stuff, the detail from photos, and then try to have it put together in a way that way I can print the parts off separately and not have it flat, like slice it up and then flatten like it doesn't stick. But like I said, swords like these or any type of sword, really, 3D printing is not like the best to use a 3D printed sword at a convention or anything, because they're like they will, some of them become super fragile and they can mess up and break, and the last thing you want to do is you go to a convention, or even this, I've seen this happen to a few people. That's actually happened to somebody I met at a convention last year, and I was getting out of my car, getting into my cosplay, and this girl comes out and she's got this mace with spikes that she made, and she just finished it last night, and all of a sudden the mace drops and the spikes come off. And the thing was, is because it was made out of, it was glued with hot glue, and with the Puerto Rico heat and everything, it was kind of, it just gave way and everything just came apart. And so luckily in my car I actually came with some contact cement, and that's something I really recommend, contact cement, when you're working with your cosplay props or anything that has to do with foam or anything like a soft material, elastics and stuff like that, because it holds better than the hot glue, because hot glue will give away in heat, and if you're in the sun for a long time, or if you have a prop sitting in a hot car, that glue will start getting soft and loosening up, and it'll either like get mushy and separate, or it'll actually just separate from the heat. There's literally like come apart like that. It'll open up like a book. And then when you add some force to it, there it goes, it breaks, it's into pieces, and you're left with a broken heart and a broken cosplay. Which is one of the reasons why I bring stuff with me, just in case. I bring stuff with me because people props break all the time at a convention. Things come undone, so I carry stuff with me either in pockets or something that I have on me, if my cosplay does have pockets, or I have it in the car and then I'll take the stuff I'll say, hey, I got this in the car. If you guys want to come with me, and I can help you out and fix this. I have glue. Guy in a booth next to us last September had 3D printed rifle snapped in half. Yep, see? Case in point right there. So, like I said, 3D printed props are fun and everything, but you got to be very careful with them. Depending on how the design is, there are going to be several parts that are going to come off, and even if you glue that, some people think that crazy glue, like Loctite, will be good. But the problem is that if the prop falls, that section where the Loctite was holding the two pieces together, or three, will come apart, like right there, because that glue is dry. There's no friction. It'll like come in half. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, and I know this for a fact because it happened to me 2 years ago. It happened to me 2 years ago while I was cosplaying as Red Hood. Since I had the helmet on, I couldn't really see where my hands were going when I was trying to put one of my guns in my holster. And I thought I got it into the holster, but I was wrong. And from the helmet, I can hear like a subtle fall of plastic. Like I could hear the gun fall on the floor. And when I looked down, my gun was in two pieces. So I had to go back to the car and fix it and everything. So like I said, sometimes things that are a little bit thinner, you gotta be really, really careful, because those things can, the thinner the piece, the more fragile it is, and the faster it can break, because anything that falls on the floor, it's gonna break. There's nothing that's gonna keep it from breaking. That's just like a resin helmet reinforced with fiberglass. That's gonna be pretty strong, but still, depending on the impact and how it falls, you're probably still looking at a crack or something at some point. Because I've had people ask me about it all the time. How sturdy are the helmets? How sturdy is a resin helmet? And like I've said before, it all depends, because rigid resin is not meant to be flexible. So if it falls and it lands on a hard surface, it's gonna crack. There's no way to avoid it. And if you got semi-rigid, it may crack a little bit, but still has that little bit of give. What's the best paint to use for props? I can't really say, because it all depends on what you're painting. What kind of surface. If you're using foam, I would say start with some. First you gotta basically heat seal it, and then you gotta prime it with maybe some. I haven't used this in a while. What was the name of it? Plastidip. You're gonna have to use some Plastidip, and that's good paint. And then maybe after that, you can use some Rust-Oleum that's made for painting plastic. And do some light coats. Don't go full force hardcore in one coat and try to go for a deep color. Because one, it'll end up being runny, and two, it probably will wrinkle a lot, and it'll take forever to dry. And I'm telling you this also from experience when I first started working with foam. When it comes with resin or 3D printed props, I use a lot of Rust-Oleum paints. Some are carb-based paints, some are lacquers, some are enamel. So, it all depends on the effect that you're going for. Like, if you're going for something like super shiny and stuff like that, I say car paints are better, because when a car paint goes on, it comes out flat, and then you can get that nice. Use that lacquer and then buff it out and gets that nice super shine and shimmer that a lot of people like so much. So like I said, it all depends on the medium. For foam, I would go for Rust-Oleum, meant for plastics, Plastidip as well. And for 3D printing, same Rust-Oleum, but go for enamels and stuff like that. But I would always start with something like a flat paint. Don't go for high gloss paints. That's where the lacquer clear coat comes in. So don't look for gloss paint. If you can get the color you want and in a flat base, I would go exactly for that one. That's what I would highly recommend, because when you're working with gloss based paints first and you're thinking this is what you're going to do to get your shine, I would say don't do that, because when you put tape on glossy plastic paint, you're going to be left with marks from the tape, and sometimes the tape will even peel the plastic off. Oh, and one of the other good things to use if you're going to be painting, there is a paint. I think it's either from Duplicolor or Rust-Oleum, and it's for cars, and it's called Adhesion Promoter. It kind of helps the paint to stick to the surface of whatever it is you're painting. So that's another thing. You can get that at any auto body shop, maybe Pep Boys, like any auto paint place, but not like your next door neighbor type of family hardware store. It has to be like an actual auto body place. They sell parts, sells all type of things for cars. Hey, what's up, Pablo? I got something. So yeah, yesterday I was watching some of your old videos. Oh, my old videos. When I was a little slimmer around the face area. So hopefully I get back to that soon. And so hope you're doing good, Pablo. Thank you for coming to the live stream. And if you guys have not clicked that like button yet, make sure you smash that like button, because I'm watching you. I'm watching if you smash the like button. I will know if you did, and I will know if you didn't. I have my eyes on you. In fact, I just noticed nobody put a like. Nobody. I know we got only 30 people here, but I see only 0 likes. 0. That's so wrong. ¿En qué proyecto estás trabajando? Right now, I just finished working on one, 3D modeling the freezing bear from Kamen Rider Zero. Sorry about that. So I just finished modeling that one. Right now, I'm downstairs. I was downstairs earlier today. I was working on a King Tyranno helmet, the one I modeled. I was working on the King Tyranno helmet that I modeled. So. Ugh, I shouldn't smile like that. It makes my face look horrific. I'm trying to make the battle damage power morpher from power coins in space out of my legacy power morpher. Oh, nice. Nice. I'm trying to make. What about the Mega Man Green Ranger? Oh my god, why does my elbow friggin' hurts? I don't know, did I accidentally bang my elbow earlier today? I don't even know. These sometimes you get like a pain, like you hit yourself, or like like it feels like you cut yourself and you don't even remember doing it. Like you scrape yourself against something. I don't know. Yeah, put my arm every time I put my arm on my armrest here, it's like it starts to hurt. So like right now I'm just like letting it hang like a dead snake on there. Like, Hey, what's up, Megan? What is up? Welcome to the live stream. Don't forget to smash the like button, show your support. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good day or still having a good day, depending on where you are in this beautiful world of ours. Where are you from? Where are you from? So yeah, okay. So I know earlier somebody asked me, you know, I should make the Savage White Ranger helmet that I 3D modeled, and I guess Pablo's saying I should make the Mega Man Green Ranger helmet that I modeled. So there's two good suggestions right there. I'm way behind on Hasbro's Lightning Collection. I don't have anything Lightning Collection. I don't have anything Power Rangers at all that's sold in stores. So I don't. You're farther ahead than me, because I got nothing. I don't buy the toys. I don't buy the figures. I don't buy any of the stuff. Probably because I make a lot of stuff here at my house that's Power Rangers related. So I'm like, why buy it when I'm just been making the stuff, you know? Hey, I could figure out how to make the Zords, like the way they have the toys. I'd be like, here, let me try to model this. I'm from Ohio. I cosplay with my fiance. Nice. What kind of cosplays have you and your fiance done? Like any characters that I know of? Anything cool? Anything Nickelodeon, anime, DC, Marvel, Avatar? Monsters? My Walmart sucks for Power Rangers. Well, I don't think it's just your Walmart, because the Walmart that I have here doesn't have any Lightning Collection figures at all. I think the only place that I've ever seen a Lightning Collection figure would be at the Walgreens that I go to buy my coffee and hot chocolate. You know, it's like, yes, I drink hot chocolate even though I live in the tropics. Still love hot chocolate. How are things, bro? Things are alright. You know, trying to kick up. You know, let more people know about the raffle that's going on. You know, guys. Remember, like I said, you know, we're still having that raffle that you can win a King Tyranno sword, or you can have a chance to win a signed and autographed Lord Draken Helmet Evolution 2 helmet by Jason David Frank. That's going to be signed right on the visor area. So, you know, we're still doing that raffle. The raffle got restarted this week, and if you guys didn't see the video that we posted this week, you know, you can actually go back after the live stream, not now, and you can go see that video, and you'll see where you can actually go to participate. Because what you have to do to participate into the raffle, all you have to do is buy a coffee. Every coffee you buy is an entry into the raffle. That way you have a chance to win. And the coffee link is right here on the side. You can see it right there. I just put it up there for you guys. So all you got to do is you can buy either 1, 2, or 3 coffees. The more coffees you buy, the better your chances are in winning and getting your name picked out of the hat. And we'll be able to see who wins. And the winner will be announced on March 19th, which is also a Thursday, which I try to do my live streams on that particular day. And so there are 2 raffles this time for the month of February, going into the month of March 2020. The first raffle is actually 2 raffles. We're gonna be giving away a cast of the King Tyranno sword, or a 3D printed helmet signed by Jason David Frank of Lord Draken Evolution 2. So you're actually allowed to participate in both raffles, but one one coffee is only good for one raffle. So if you want to participate in two, you have to buy a coffee for each one. Ese que salió ahora en la foto parece la Mega Man. Yeah, it is a Mega Man mixed with Green Ranger. So you're right. You're right about that. It is a Green Ranger Mega Man helmet, like a little hybrid of the two. So you can see right here, we have this beautiful. I guess I gotta go this way because this beautiful thing right here, and the Savage Blue Ranger, guys. Look at that. Look at this baby that I modeled. Savage Blue Ranger. Can't get cooler. Look at those horns, man. Hey. Let's see. The only place where I get a Lightning collection is my GameStop. There are no GameStops over here. We lost them all. Joker, what is up? What is up, Joker? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Remember, guys, hit the like button. Ian Diaz. You can't try to create your own Lord. You can't try to create your own Lord Ranger like Draken, but in your own way, just grab your favorite Ranger and fuse them in your unique way so you could have yourself as a Ranger. That's actually a pretty good idea. You know, it's like, I'm still working on, you know, ideas, and I want to learn how to do some sculpting, like some digital sculpting. So, you know, I ended up, for my birthday, it's actually a late birthday gift, but my birthday was at the end of last month, so I ended up getting this cheapo kind of graphics tablet, so I could practice on making some, you know, sculpting like helmets, or to give it that more organic type of look. Like maybe make my own version of Lord Zed, perhaps. You know, make my own little version. Como pintas los modelos en Blender? Basically, you'd have to go into context material that's going to be all the way on the side where it has modifiers and everything. So you got to look for is to materials, and then you select the areas where you want to paint. Then you select them all, then go to that section, click plus, and then click new, and then start messing with the base color, and then that's how you can actually do it. It's pretty simple, fast and easy. You know, it's like, you know, it's not actually physically painting it, so you know, you're just designating those faces of the model to that particular color that you want. Oh, cool. Well, happy birthday, Megan. I hope you had a nice birthday. Me, my birthday was kind of nice, you know. It was just me by myself, so I decided to check myself out into the Chili's restaurant in my area, and you know, treat myself to a nice mushroom burger with some fries. And my favorite drink is in raspberry iced tea. So you guys know I don't drink liquor. I don't drink liquor, so I like me some iced tea with my meal. So that's what I had. I had me some iced tea. Our own OCC, I like to be something like a female Ghost Rider, and him a Western Grim. Nice. Well, a Western Grim Reaper kind of reminds me of Carter Slade from the Ghost Rider movie, because he was basically a Western Ghost Rider, and Ghost Rider's kind of like a Grim Reaper in a way. So you got 2 and 2 together. So you guys can see that's the model that I was recently working on. So, you know, basically this little guy right here. As you can see, this thing is completely see-through. So you know that it's actually see-through. I will click here, see, so you can actually see through. It's almost like looking through glass. So that's actually pretty cool right there. I kind of like this helmet. Like, I don't know why, just the whole glass thing makes it look like he's got a chubby face. So, you know, when you go this way, it doesn't look that chubby, or like when you go like this, not that chubby. But there, it just looks like he's got a fat head. I don't know. It just looks like he's got a fat head. For the one that I used for the sword, it was Smooth On Umu. It was Smooth On Umu 30, I think it was. So that's the one I actually used for that. So depending on what you're making a mold of, you know, like when I make helmets, I use a brush on silicone. So that's more like Rebound 25 and stuff like that. So it's like I can brush it on and thicken it layer by layer, and then cut it down the middle in a zigzag pattern, and then just kind of take it off like a jacket. I was sick on my birthday. Now that sucks. It sucks to be sick on your birthday. Out of all days on your birthday, you know, it's like you want to have fun. You want to go do your own thing. You want to go out and do something, not be sick and at home and be like sneezing your head off or coughing your head off, you know, depending on what you're sick with. So tell me, guys, what do you think of the raffle that I'm having? The two raffles. It's actually two. So what do you guys think? What are your thoughts? Do you like the raffle? Do you like what the prizes are for this month? I'm gonna see how many people smash the like button. I'm gonna check on you guys. I'm gonna check what if anybody smashed the like button. So I'm gonna restart here, see if we have any likes. See, we got 5 likes. All right. And remember, guys, if you guys do have a recommendation of something you want me to build, put that recommendation in the comments. Put it in the comments. So that way I can see it a lot easier. Because if you put it in the chat, I will have to scroll around and see where to find it, and it'll take forever. It'll take too long. Fine. So we got like 10 people here. We got 5 likes. What about you other 5 people? You guys have not smashed that like button. Where's the love? Where's the love? Where is the love gone? I'm gonna hold my breath until you guys smash the like button. I think that's cool. It's cool. I like that you're able to cast the keys around. So thank you. Yeah, I thought it was a better idea because the person that wanted the sword in the first place, because I had somebody order it, and we were talking and everything, and when I made the print, I noticed the tip of the blade was getting fragile. The thinner it got, the more fragile it was. So I was like, it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to tell them it's better to get a casted version, because a resin prop is a lot more sturdier than a 3D printed prop. And you know, anything with really thin parts on a 3D print, it gets fragile. And I said this a lot earlier. You know, the thinner the piece, the more fragile it gets. And the bad thing is if something breaks in several pieces, you can end up losing an important piece and not being able to find it because it's so tiny and small. Can comment till stream is over, Sally. Well, you can leave the comment at the end of the stream. That is no problem whatsoever, because that'll be about the time that I will be checking the comments for recommendations. So no worries, brother. No worries. Your teddy bear. Let's see. What else was I working on? Let me see. Reasons. I guess I'll share this one. Wait, hold on. Yes. So yeah, this is the the Savage Dragon, guys. This is the Savage Dragon. He is absolutely pure sexiness. The painting and the color design that I went for was a little bit based off the Dragon Zord. The way I did the fin was based off the way how the Dragon Zord has his fin. There's like an indent right here, and that's like between fins, and he has the top of his head was black. So I decided to do that, and add some silver and some gold, and I just keep the color there. And then instead of having the back of the teeth gold like they have in the other ones like Bat in the Sun and the Savage one done by Talia Aslo, I decided to go for gold fangs and everything. I guess hold on. I guess I'm gonna have to. I see something here that should not be the way it is, so we're gonna just go here, edit here. We're gonna. And now this will be a prime example. So I'm gonna select all of these, go into the context, material to that color, assign it, and there we go. See, like I said earlier before, it is easy peasy, 1, 2, 3 easy, and there we go. Like so evil, looks so evil. Black Ranger Panther. I don't know. I've never really thought about combining Rangers with other characters from different places. So I'm not too sure. Like, I don't know, because the Black Panther probably end up looking more like the Yellow Ranger, saber-tooth tiger, but with smaller teeth. Because we have the White Tiger Ranger and we have Black Panther, so it's like there would have to be some things that would change, and I wouldn't want to add too many like of the Wakanda symbols on it, because that is a lot of detail, and I am nowhere near that level. What shade of green is that Savage Green Ranger? I have no idea, because this doesn't tell me. It doesn't have names. It doesn't go by name. So that thing was just a green that I was like, I like it. So it just doesn't really give me anything. It doesn't say what kind of green it is, because I'm the one that just randomly, was mixing with metallics and roughness and shine and clear coat just to kind of get it to like that. So kind of looks a little bit meaner when it's just black and white. I don't know why. So yeah, it's like dizzy. So like I said, there's no name for the green. I don't know what it is. I just kind of eyeballed it from the green from the other Savage Ranger helmet I saw. So I was like, I guesstimated. I guess you could say I guesstimated, so I don't really know. So, by the way, I like the Psycho Ranger helmet you designed. Thank you. So I like this. I like that one better than the original one I used to use when I was casting and molding. This one looks a little bit closer to the actual character, and I just love the way how it really looks and feels. And the fact of the matter is that I kept these things on the side because I could actually put some epoxy putty there and then add the magnet, so that way it locks them into place and they can fit in those grooves right there. And so that's one of my other favorite things about it. Okay, and somebody put arc reactor. I made an arc reactor a long time ago. Um, whew, it's like I think the last time I made an arc reactor was about 2011, maybe 2000. No wait, last time I made a somewhat. I made a simple arc reactor. I didn't go full out heavy build on this arc reactor. I think it was 2015. I think it was 2015. I think is when I made the arc reactor. It was like I said, it was a very basic and simple design that anybody and their grandmother can do with their eyes closed. I wanted something simple because you wouldn't be able to see the arc reactor through the chest anyway, so there was no reason to make a full out design of the arc reactor like you see in the movies. But you know, I've seen people do it, 3D printed parts of the arc reactor, and do resin, using a resin 3D printer. So I thought about it and everything, but I'm not 100% sure I would do it. So it's just up in the air right now. It's up in the air. I don't know. Will you one day make a Kamen Rider Ghost Rider? I don't know, because like I said, I'm new to the whole designing thing. So like I would have to think of a concept of a Ghost Rider, because I don't want if I was to make a Ghost Rider helmet and try to fuse it with a Power Ranger, I don't want to end up making it come out looking like the way the Taskmaster helmet looks in the Black Widow movie, because it basically is a skeleton but with a visor in the front. So I'm like, it's like that kind of like basically looks like a Ghost Rider Power Ranger in some way. So I'm like, but you know, it's an idea. You know, like I've had people, like I've seen concept arts. I've seen this like fan art and designs of characters that I said, I wonder if I can model this thing, which maybe wanted to do like the Savage Rangers, because Talia Alzo did make the Savage Green Ranger. He made the original one, and I was like, what if the rest of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers were done in a Savage mode? And obviously, when it came to doing that, it was like almost following that same design concept of the Green Ranger Savage one. But when it came to the White Ranger, I had to do differently, because White Ranger really is not a Mighty Morphin character, because if you follow the Sentai, he's from a different group of Rangers altogether. And so I was like, I can't do the same concept of design like I did with the other characters, where I had the mouth area more beveled in, since the White Ranger has these designs on the side look like tiger marks on the side of the cheek. I was like, I have to keep those there, but I want to change them up and make them a little bit more, you know, how they would be on a cat's design, you know, because the hair doesn't, it's not like a full solid stripe. So I was like, you know, go like this and like that, and then fierce up this part and bring the ears out. Bring out the ears. I want to see the ears more out and protruding, and I did see this more of an organic White Ranger helmet. And I was like, I want to follow that type of feel and look. So I was like, let me do this and this and that, and that's how I came up with the Savage White. Because people were like, "Are you gonna make a Savage Green?" I was like, I wasn't thinking about it, but now that you ask, let's see how I can do it. And then after I did the green, people asked, then somebody asked, are you going to do a Savage White? So I was like, oh, you're killing me. I was like, what's next? Are you going to ask me for Savage everything else? What about RoboCop? Have I made a RoboCop? Is that the question? Is that a question? What tools you use in Blender to start your? I don't use any tools. I just basically go with the planes. You know, I do it bit by bit, piece by piece. So, so there's no tools involved. It's just working with the planes and then copy, stretch, move, and all that stuff. So it's like a basic, like really, really basic and very time consuming. And it's not necessarily the most perfect way. I'm sure there are other ways that people do it that have been modeling for years. But I don't know what that would be, what way that would be. So I just do it the basic way that I learned watching the video from Camuy Cosplay with her. I don't know. I guess it was her husband or her boyfriend. I don't know if they are married or not. But I used, their video on how to do it. Okay, I'm lost. You said yeah for what? Is it yeah that it's a question, or yeah have I made it before? I'm lost. And don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, because there are a lot of other videos coming up, guys. Even videos on how to do a gold visor and what materials I'll be using to make a gold visor. Because I think some people are going to be curious about that. Because I'm going to be working on Gokai Silver. I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting for that video, Gokai Silver, and a gold visor. And where do I get the materials for the gold visor? Where indeed? Broly. Kakarot. Kakarot. And see, when you subscribe, your name comes up on the thing there. So if you subscribe, we'll see your name there. Isn't that special? I just fix myself in the chair, get myself a little comfy. Let's see how many likes we got now. We got 8 likes. I like that. I like that we got 8 likes. My bad. I was asking, have you ever done RoboCop? Thought it'd be a cool idea. I did RoboCop once. I think I made I did the helmet, never the whole suit. Never the whole suit. I did the helmet for the original RoboCop from the 80s. I think that was back in 2002. I think I made that guy back in 2002 for a friend of mine. How many months have you been practicing on Blender? I think maybe 2 months now. I think about 2 months now. Hey Oscar, I think you use moldable epoxy to join helmets with magnets. If you do, what do you use to keep the epoxy from sticking to the other side? I tried blue tape, but it didn't work. Actually, I don't use modeling epoxy. I don't use modeling epoxy at all. I actually use a epoxy that you get from a Walmart called Water Weld. That's the epoxy that I use, and it actually sticks pretty well. And I actually put the epoxy separate, and then when I put it for the other side, instead of using blue painter's tape, I actually use Vaseline, and I place it on the section where the where the other epoxy has already hardened, it's already set. Put some Vaseline right there all over it, and then close up the helmet and then start building around the other epoxy with the magnet already, set, because I have the magnet already sticking to the other one, and when I connect the two helmets together, I just form the epoxy putty right there of the water weld, and then set it, and with that Vaseline there, it'll keep the two pieces from sticking at all. Yeah, I saw it the first day it came out. Yeah, I saw episode 3 the first day it came out. Yeah, so I use Vaseline when I'm working with it, so it doesn't stick to the other end. So, but you always have to wait till the epoxy hardens already. So you work on one side first. Stick as soon as it starts to get hard, you stick the magnet in, place it in the section where you want, and then let it set until it's completely hardened. And then after that, then you stick the other side's magnets on top of the other magnets. Put some Vaseline around there to keep from, and then when you seal the helmet, that Vaseline will keep from contacting with the other epoxy from the other side, so that way you'll have two separate sides. I don't know if I would say I'm the best. I don't know if I would say that, because there is a lot of stuff that I don't know, that I'm still trying to figure out. So like, I don't even know how to do digital sculpting, and I found out that you can't really do digital sculpting with a mouse, because it doesn't have that pressure thing like a digital pen head does. So I still gotta learn how to do that, because I want to eventually learn to do some stuff that's more organic, like the Batman helmets, where I can add like texture on the cowls and everything. So that way, if I make a 3D print, I can actually, mold it, and have all that nice texture on it. Let's see. I'm working on a Civil Warrior helmet, and the walls are too thin to drill a hole for a magnet. I got some epoxy sculpt and ended up sealing my helmet together. Ooh. Did you try to put the epoxy at the same time on both sides? Like, is that how you try to do it? Like, try to put them together at the same time, like on both sides, and just have like some type of separation? Because if they're both still soft, they will start to stick automatically together at the same time. And especially if it leaks into the seam, that is where it'll get stuck together, because that little section in the seam between the two pieces, if it gets out of there and leaks out, and those two sections start touching, the epoxy on one side and the epoxy on the other, and they meet through that seam, it's gonna stick, and it is a pain to cut through. Sometimes, I remember one time it happened to me, I had to use an X-Acto blade, and like little by little, try to wedge it loose, like cut that epoxy with the X-Acto blade as little by can, because you can't add force, because you could probably cut yourself, and you gotta be very careful not to do it. So that's what I did. Little by little, I had to use the X-Acto blade and just cut. Or if you have like one of those X-Acto knives, you can actually like just kind of like cut it like a piece of meat. Just like, but be very careful when you do it. Don't put it on top of your leg and be like, oh, I'm gonna cut it, and then all of a sudden you cut through your pants and you cut through your leg and everything, and it's not something we want. That's not what we want. Safety first, guys. Safety first. I wanted to key the parts together, so I put tape against one side, then put epoxy onto the other, on the other part, and the epoxy sucked through the tape, and then okay, Bro, I follow you for 3 years. I learned a lot with you. 3 years? Wow, and I only started making videos last year. I guess you were probably following me on Facebook and Instagram before that? Well, I'm glad that you can learn a lot from what I do. That's one of the reasons why I did the videos. So people could learn, because when I first started, nobody would have wanted to tell me anything. Nobody wanted to tell me a single thing. They always told me, it's my secret, it's my secret. I was like, it has nothing to do with secrets. It had to do with, they were worried that, somebody would come along and take away some of their business. So it's like, there's always going to be competition, It's like, if I don't learn it from you, I'm going to learn it somewhere else. So I had to learn it on my own. And I'm going to tell you something right now. It was not easy. There were days that there were mistakes. There were days there were accidents. There were days there were injuries. And I'm telling you right now, when it comes to cosplay, I've had a lot of injuries. I've had so many injuries, I can't even remember them all. All I can say is this: be very careful with X-Acto blades. Be very careful with glue guns. What do you think about making the rest of the MMPR Team Rangers Larrea version? I don't know, because I think let's see. Split version. It's almost like making like a Savage version of them, except for a little bit more sleeker. Because I think when it came to the Pink Ranger, I think they saw her more as a slayer because of the bow and arrow. So, but I don't know. It's like, I would have to think about that, because it's like, try to take that similar design and change it up to fit these characters. So you never know. These Savage Rangers that I made could be considered like a slayer, because they seem like an evil counterpart. You never know. They could be Rangers from another universe where everything is the opposite. The good guys are the bad guys, and the bad guys are the good guys. So, or somebody said the Savage Rangers that I made kind of remind them a little bit of the Psycho Rangers. So I guess you could even say, they're like a fusion of those two characters put together. Or like another person, like a friend of mine, said, like they kind of reminds them of Lord Zed, I guess, except for like they don't have the grill in the front. It's like the Rangers had been infected by the Zed virus or something along those lines. Wow, WildCon 2010. Wow. I remember when I went to a WildCon one year, they gave me they had me at a table because they wanted me to show off the Iron Patriot armor that I made. So, which was awesome. I showed that sucker off, and a lot of people did enjoy it, which I'm happy about. I'm happy that people did actually enjoy the Iron Patriot armor, even though he got a good reception. I knew it wasn't gonna last, because it's an Iron Man suit, and the suit changes up with every movie. Someone who makes the helmets for the Unworthy show bought some of my Ranger files last week. I thought it was pretty cool. Oh, nice. I've seen on Instagram, the guy or whoever owns the profile of Unworthy, he or she has liked the models that I've made of the characters, but they've never asked me any questions about it. And so, but I know that they actually did like them because I've seen on there that it says every time I post something, they have a like they put Common Writer Studios likes it, and I think Common Writer Studios sometimes works with Unworthy, so I don't know, like a lot of people like this stuff. Nobody has asked me about it except if I sell files or anything, but except for one person. I think last week somebody asked me how much for the files. So I'm just gonna have to wait and see if anybody has some interest in the files, or they want a physical helmet or anything. Damn, that sounds awesome. Imagine a Dark Zordon. Imagine that, a Dark Zordon. That'd be interesting right there, Dark Zordon. Imagine Zed as a good guy, and what would he look like? What would Zed look like as a good guy? I do remember in one of the Power Ranger episodes where it was Lost in Space, I think, saved the universe, and all the villains turned into ash except for Rita and Zed. They were turned into good guys, normal people in love and stuff like that. So I don't know. it was kind of an interesting thing. I was like, okay, so he's a skinny guy, preppy. He's a skinny preppy guy. So tell me, guys. Once again, I want to ask you guys, because nobody answered the question. What do you guys think about the raffle that's going on this month? That's going to be ending on the 19th of March. So we got a full month, a little over a month for this raffle to go on. That you guys can enter for a chance to win either a casted King Tyrannosaur or an autograph signed by Jason David Frank helmet of Lord Draken Evolution 2.0. Not Ghost Rider, it's Kamen Rider Ghost. Oh yeah, Kamen Rider Ghost. I actually made one. I did make a Kamen Rider Ghost helmet. I made one for a friend of mine. He ordered it, but then it was a big helmet because he has a large head. But after a while, he kind of disappeared. He closed down his Facebook and everything, and I ended up staying with the helmet. I kept it because just in case he ever recontacted me, I would have the helmet right there waiting. Yes, I know, Ian, you have your coffees already. I know you do have yours. So I'm just letting everybody else know there's still there's a whole lot of time left to enter. Still a whole lot of time left to enter. And you can, like I said, you can enter in both of them, but every coffee you buy is for only one entry, and one entry per contest. So if you buy 2 coffees, you could either have it for one raffle or 1 per each. So you can buy as many coffees as you want, and besides, also the money that you go to the raffle goes to the channel, buying some filament, buying some stuff, to the channel, to videos, to the content, you guys, because a lot of people have told me they don't want me to shut down this channel. They don't want this channel to go bye-bye. So I'm gonna do my best, because my stuff has a little bit of vlogging and building in the process while teaching at the same time. So it's a little bit different. So it's not a lot of people will do that. Some people just go straight into the build. And it's kind of repetitive, especially when you do a lot of videos on helmets, and the process kind of stays the same. But a lot of people want to see these helmets finished. They see a concept photo, they see a 3D model, and they want oh my god. And there are a lot of times where I've thought about raffling off the finished helmet. So I think a lot of people would like that if I made the Savage Rangers and then made Made a raffle per each helmet. Let's see, who would want to have a Savage Ranger helmet? You know, who indeed? Anybody? I saw RTJ posted about slowing down because of Chinese filament. Would that kind of thing affect you too, or is it because he's in? Oh no, that wouldn't affect me because my filament comes from the U.S. So I wouldn't have that problem. Is that since his filament I think comes from China or somewhere, I don't know exactly um, where his distributor is, but mine's is located in the States, so I'm good there. So I'm not gonna be slowing down. I'm actually waiting for some filament to come in because I actually had to send two orders back because I tried to use it, but the filament wouldn't work. It wouldn't extrude. So I knew that the filament had gone bad before it even got to me. So I had to ship it back. They refunded me the money, and I reordered from a brand that I used before. So go back to that, you know. I'm not sure about Savage helmets, but those fusion helmets from Afrotran would be cool. How many helmets have you made over the past few years, and do you make them and sell them to people online? How many helmets have I made over the years? Woo! Wow. I can't really answer that because I don't know, because it's been so many. Because I've been doing cosplay and props and stuff like that since 2005. So, and there always have been for commissions. They've been for cosplay, for commissions. I really haven't made that many just for myself. For me, I think I've probably made maybe 6 helmets just for myself for cosplay. But for customers, I've been doing it for years. So I've done foam helmets, I've done fiberglass helmets, now 3D printed helmets, and I've done resin helmets. So it's a high number. So I can't really say how many exactly, but it's been a lot. And still going, because I'm like working on a few right now. I gotta print a Ryu helmet, Chun-Li helmet, another Psycho Ranger helmet, and I think tomorrow I'm getting an order for another Psycho Ranger helmet. So there's that, and I'm building another one. Plus, I'm working on a Psycho Ranger suit, like the armor portion, the armor portion for it, not the actual suit because I don't sew. And probably end up making a video for that of me making the actual suit and painting it and everything, because it'll be completely foam. It's not going to be fiberglass or 3D printed, because that type of suit to be 3D printed would make it impossible to wear and walk around comfortably, and probably to bend and go to the bathroom too. So this one's actually, and it's gonna be for this character. And so the one I'm gonna be making is probably the blue Psycho Ranger, and the red one actually, obviously. So we're gonna be doing that, and some of the parts are gonna be 3D printed, like the little balls that are like on the shoulder pads and on the palm guards. So those are gonna be 3D printed, but the rest is actually gonna be a complete foam build. Because it makes it a lot easier for comfort and to walk around in and eventually go to the bathroom, because I'm gonna make the cod piece separate and to be able to either be pulled down and held on to the torso with Velcro. So, if you guys want to see that video, smash the like button if you haven't, and make sure to hit the notification bell so you know when the videos get dropped. It's important. You gotta hit that notification button, guys. Because if you don't, you're not gonna know what's going on. My God, do I look white? I look like a snowman. Frosty the snowman. With a jolly happy soul. With a corncob pipe and a button nose. Let's see, I'm gonna go again and check how many likes we got. Let's see. I think we're still at 8. I think we're still at 8. No, we're at 9. 9 likes. I like that. I like we got 9 likes. Got 9 people here, I guess. Do you have a website? No, I don't have a website, but I do have an Instagram. I do have a Facebook page. I post a lot of my work on Instagram though, and share it on Twitter. I will give you my Instagram right here. So here. All right, so this is my Instagram, Oscar Cosplay and Props. If you wanna see more of my stuff that I've made, in fact, I even made a helmet for Jason David Frank, guys. I even made a helmet for JDF. It was the White Dragon helmet that was based on that movie that they were gonna try to do. That they were trying to get more people to fund for them. I think it was a GoFundMe or something like that. Some website. I can't really remember which one it was. But they were trying to raise money to make this movie with him and the people back in the sun and everything. Unfortunately, they weren't able to collect enough money to be able to make it. So kind of got snowballed maybe for a later date. I'm not too sure. So we got to see what exactly is going to happen. If they're going to be able to make it later on in the future, maybe maybe a year or so down the line. But yeah, I met him last year. I made the helmet with a friend of mine, RTG3D Cosplay. He made the model. I built the helmet, finished it, painted it, everything. Took it to the convention where Jason David Frank was going to be. Showed it to him. The guy literally fanboyed. He even made a video oh my god, stuff like this. And I did save the video and everything, and it's even on my Facebook. And I did have him. He even did a video thanking me for the helmet. And thanking my friend Robert as well, because you got to give credit where credit is due. So he loved it. He bought it right off of me that day. I had to go back to see him after the weekend before he went to take his plane back to the States, and met up at his hotel. He bought it. He even gave me posters and pictures autographed by him, which honestly I never thought I would ever actually, have that type of VIP experience with any of the Rangers or anything. So it was awesome time. Almost everybody left. We had 9 people here. Now we only have 2, which probably is just Dylan and the Streamlabs bot. About here. Yeah, it's Dylan and the Streamlabs bot that are only here. I don't know. Maybe something happened with the other guys. I don't know. By the way, is my signal okay? Am I buffering or am I lagging in any way, shape, or form? So who do we still have here? Who do we still have in the room? Do you still have anybody in the room, or did everybody leave? Hmm. I don't know. Hey, Paulo, what's up? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? You having a good day or night or depending? I don't know where you are. I hope everything is going well over there. Me, I'm chilling here. I'm relaxing. You know, talking about what's going on right now. Asking people what they want, what else I should build. How do we order a custom helmet? You can actually contact me here through Facebook. You can contact me, well, not here through Facebook. This is not Facebook. You can contact me through the comments or like on here on YouTube on the videos. You can put a comment in there, or you can send me a direct message on Instagram. So you can actually talk to me about that. So you can talk to me here, or you can talk to me about it right now during the live stream. You know, you're more than welcome if you're thinking about you want to get a custom helmet. Feel free to talk about it right now. Build a Silverhawks helmet. Now that's an idea, and I've been thinking about that because you know I love Silverhawks. I watched it as a kid. Everything. Yes, I'm that old. But the I was thinking maybe like the main character. Because he's got that Lion-O vibe especially with that silver hair. He's got that Lion-O vibe, and I love Thundercats. Okay. Oh, Houston, nice. Hey guys, if you guys did not see the last video that I posted earlier this week, a couple days ago, I announced that I'm having a raffle, guys. I'm having a raffle. I'm giving away prizes. And those prizes are a casted King Tyranno sword. A casted version, not 3D printed, it's a casted sword. I made a mold, and it's actually in the previous video that I just posted this week. Or you can even enter to win a signed, autographed helmet of Lord Draken, signed by Jason David Frank. Can you believe that, guys? These two awesome prizes. You can either win a sword, or you can win the autographed helmet of Lord Draken Evolution 2.0. Evolution 2.0. And it was modeled by me. I modeled this helmet, this version, and it's going to be signed right on the visor. It's already been signed, set in there, and it's ready for whoever's going to win. So, and if you guys are wondering how to enter into the raffle, basically all you have to do is go here into this link right here, into the coffee. Basically what you have to do is go onto this link. You can buy a coffee for the raffle, and you can enter. Every coffee you buy is an entry into the raffle. You can buy one coffee for one raffle, or one coffee for the other if you want to participate in both. and you can buy as many coffees as you want. And the more entries that you buy, the more chances you are that your name will be picked. And this is like the best thing because these are prizes that you don't really get that often, and you have a chance to win. Especially with the King Tyranno sword, I am one of few people that probably have modeled it, 3D printed it, molded and casted the sword, and it looks awesome, guys. If you look at the previous video, you will see that looks so awesome. Hopefully, maybe one day even Austin St. John will want this helmet because he already, not this helmet, he'll want the sword because he already bought a helmet from me. So I'm just hoping he likes the design. I don't know if he's seen the sword yet. No hay lag, pero sí hay un poco de interferencia de sonido. It's probably my fan. I'm not too sure. It's probably my fan. I don't know. Probably have to move it a little bit. So it's probably like the air coming from over here. And so I need to get one of those filters. Have you built the Quantum Ranger helmet? That one I did build the Quantum Ranger helmet. I did that one I think 2 years ago. I built that one. Somebody asked me for it. And it was like the only time somebody asked me for it because I don't know why. It seems like to be a popular Ranger, but I don't know why a lot of people don't order that one. Sometimes they order the red Time Force Ranger instead of the Quantum Time Force Ranger. I don't know why. I think the Time Force Ranger looks awesome. I like that whole like jagged look in the visor and everything. So, can I talk about the helmet on Instagram? Is that okay with you? I don't want to. And what do you think of Common Redder 01? Yeah, you can talk to me on it through Instagram. You can send me a DM through Instagram because I actually do have my Instagram open in case people want to send me a message. So feel free to send me a DM through there right now, and we can actually talk right there. And Kamen Rider 01, love the series, love the suits, I love the helmets. I've modeled a lot of the helmets from the show already. That's how much I enjoy the show. Can't get better than that. Can't get better than that. I think you should make Savage Mode helmets for every animal-themed Ranger. Ugh. Why did I know somebody was going to say that eventually? Because I was talking about that earlier. And then people are like, "Oh, why don't you do Savage Mode this?" The only thing is, it's like I don't know how many people would actually have interest in these versions as a Savage Mode. So I don't know. I was like, I would have to see because it's an interesting idea. So maybe we'll have to see about that one. But like I was saying, guys, you guys want to enter the raffle, all you got to do is go to the link that I left you guys right here. Like I said, you can buy a coffee. Every coffee that you do buy does go to the channel. It does help to buy filament, more materials, to be building more stuff. What about Solar Rangers? I have not built any of the Solar Rangers yet because nobody's ever ordered one. So those I have not made at all because no one's asked for it. Because usually when I make helmets, they're made to order. So unless I know for a fact they're very popular, then I will make them ahead of time. But as of right now, no one has ever once asked to order a Solar Ranger helmet. Oh, and before I forget, each coffee is about $3, guys. Every coffee is $3. So, like I said, you can buy one coffee, two coffees, three coffees. You can buy $9 worth of coffees, which is about three entries. All right, so 3 coffees, 3 entries. You can say one is for this raffle, 2 is for this one, or so on and so forth. because there's only 2 raffles. So, you know, if you guys want to participate in that raffle, this is your time, because after on the 19th of next month, when I announce the winner, I probably won't raffle off any sword again anytime soon. And for the autographed helmet, is only one of it. You know, I've already raffled 2 helmets in the past, autographed by Jason David Frank. Here comes a 3rd helmet signed by Jason David Frank. So, you know, once this one's won, if you don't participate now in the contest, it's gonna be gone. It's just gonna be gone, and you probably be like, oh, should have done it while I had a chance. Will you ever make a Kamen Rider build helmet on YouTube? I don't know, because I'm still trying to figure out how to do the eyes, because it's more of a translucent plastic, and it looks like it's a casted plastic, because it doesn't look like it's something you can see through it. From what I know, the Kamen Riders, they usually have like a slit on the inside of the eyes where they look through, or there's a mesh covering the eyes so that way you can't see the person's eyes. But what STL? Which STL are you talking about? Trying to get comfy here. Are you familiar with LMS Gabriel helmet? No, I am not. What is that? Are you looking for specific files, or are you looking for all of them? Oh no, there's nowhere you can find them for free. The only free ones that I know that you can find are probably on Thingiverse, and they're like very low quality and not as accurate as you would want them to be, or as accurate as they should be. Have you ever thought about the design of your own helmet? Not really, because I have not really thought about designing my own helmet, because honestly I would never cosplay as a Power Ranger, because the fact is I can't really see through my left eye, so wearing a helmet kind of would restrict my eyesight. So you know, it's like never really thought about it. Ever since the whole thing that happened, that I had a stroke in the back of my eye last year, my thought of, you know, ever cosplaying as a ranger or something like that, it's like has taken a back seat. So I come up with designs more based off other characters, and then try to change them into an image that I like I did with the Savage Ranger helmets. Or would you ever think about making Kamen Rider X8 helmet on YouTube? I probably would, because I did 3D print one helmet before for somebody, but I never made a video of it because it was just a raw print. But like I said, if I make a video of it, I would like to at least be able to finish the eyes in a way that they look exact. So, and I would be like making a resin of the eyes, like a resin cast. So Paolo, like I said, to get to get STL files for free, like of the Power Ranger helmets, or like a Common Rider for free, that's not gonna be possible because nobody gives them away unless they're like a low quality and low poly helmet. Then it's like something they were just messing around with, and they shared it on Thingiverse or on my mini factory, stuff like that. uh, you would find them there, but like I said, the quality is not there. It's not exact and everything. So, what type of equipment do you need to make a helmet? What kind of equipment do you need? Well, in my experience, depending on the helmet, the way you make the helmet, the equipment that you would need, uh, sandpaper, palm sander, spot putty, filler primer, paint, primer. Let's see. A Dremel to cut the visor out if you have a helmet that has a visor part of it and doesn't come off, and you have to cut it out. So a Dremel with a cutting wheel, and also with sanding, Dremel with sanding drums. What type of 3D printer do you use? For me, I actually use the Creality CR10, which I have right here. So I use that one. It's actually been my main and only printer for the past few years, which has had its times where pieces have broken down from a lot of usage since I use it almost every day, but never died, So I'm good. It's good. I'm still planning on getting a second one. I do want to get a second one. Savage Wild Force, Dino Thunder, and Jungle Fury helmets would be awesome. Oh, I will think about it, and like I said, the idea will have to come to my head at that moment when I'm looking at it. Like, what can I do? Because like the idea for the white and the green one came to my head as I was messing around with it with the model. So I was like, so I will have to see. So once again, Dylan, you will need sandpaper, a Dremel, cutting wheels, sanding drums, spot putty, filler primer, regular primer, and paint and clear coat lacquer gloss, and PTEG plastic for the visor and window tint, limo grade for black visors. Any thoughts on Savage Lord Draken? No, because he's savage as it is. He's savage as is. I think he's fine the way he is. He's already evil looking. Do you have models to follow suit your cosplay or helmets? Wait, do you have models to follow suit? I don't understand. I didn't understand the question. You deleted it. Okay. He deleted the question. Are you retyping the question, or you just don't, you're not gonna ask it again? That's gonna be one of the next videos. This guy right here. Do you have people that model your cosplays and helmets? Before, in the beginning, yes. Now, no. Now I do it all by myself. Before, I had a friend help me out. He would model it and I would pay him for it. But now, since I learned how to do it, basically, I, you know, model everything by myself, which I like. I like being able to do all the work. I kind of enjoy it. Also, it fills a lot of my time because I have a lot of free time. What videos do you recommend watching to learn Blender? Actually, I only watched one video to get basically the gist of Blender, and then I just been practicing on my own. And then today I watched the video to learn how to just do the glass look effect, like transparent looking. The video that I learned to basically get the gist of the program, like the guy basically explained it so simply that I was able to follow it. For the YouTube channel Camuy Cosplay, they were making a model for the headpiece for Alloy. So it was like, with that I was able to basically get the idea of what they meant. So after that, it was just a whole lot of trial and error and just repeated practice and practice. And since I'm gonna tell you this, guys, I have so much time on my hands, since it's just me, myself, and I the majority of the time, because I don't have any friends in my area. I don't know anybody around here. I've lived here for like almost 10 years. I had not a single friend in my town. You know, everybody I know lives about an hour or two away by car. Are you looking forward to the second season of Power Rangers Beast Morphers as well as much anticipated cameo return? I'm looking forward to the cameo. I'm patient with the series. I'm not like super pumped and waiting to watch it. I'm gonna watch it as soon as it comes out, and I'm more in anticipation for the cameo, for the appearance of, you know, Jason. You know, to see Austin St. John as his character Jason. That's what I want to see. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm waiting for that. What's your favorite Kamen Rider armor? My favorite Kamen Rider armor. Oh, let me see if I can remember his name. It's been because I haven't seen the series in so long. I can't remember the name, but he was the one that looked like he was a vampire. I kind of like that one. Like, he had a muscular chest. He had chain on his leg. It's like his buckler was his driver was basically like the shape of a bat. So, have you done Lost Galaxy helmets? Let me see if I can remember. Did I do Lost Galaxy? I think I got commissioned to do the red Lost Galaxy Ranger. I was commissioned to do red. Um, because most of the people that commission me are guys. I don't get a lot of girls commissioning, and I guess so many people would rather be a red ranger than anything else. So like I got commissioned for red, but I do have files for the rest of them. I'm just waiting for somebody to ask for the rest of them. You know, I was like, I would gladly make the other rangers if somebody ordered them. It's just, you know, I'm still considered like a small fish in a big pond compared to these other guys, like Anarchy and Tyler Aslow and some other guys I can't really remember the names of. But, you know, it's like, I'm still, you know, small compared to them because they've probably been doing it a lot longer than I have, and most likely have better publicity than me. So, gotta see. My favorite Ranger is the Green Ranger, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's my favorite. I like Tommy. And I think it's probably because that's how I first started with Power Rangers. You know, Mighty Morphin was the first series I ever saw, because it was the first Power Ranger series ever to come out in the States. You know, I was a kid when the series came out. You know, I was like, and then when the Green Ranger came out, oh my god, badass. The name was Kamen Rider Kiva, and why do you think of the Power Rangers Beast Morphers cast? I think they're okay. I have no gripes with them. They seem pretty cool. So, like I said, I think they're good. I have no gripes. I got no problems with them. They seem all good. You know, I was like, just nice. I grew up with Time Force, Lost Galaxy, and Turbo. That shows how old I am. That shows how old I am, guys. Because, you know, Beast, Power Rangers, Lost Galaxy, and Turbo. Well, actually, Turbo came right after MMPR, so you're probably not that much older than me. Well, depending, because if you caught it by if you got Time Force like way at the end of Power Rangers. Power Rangers might more from for a couple of years. Whew. So yeah. Sorry, the guy with chains was Kamen Rider Kiva. Yeah, Kiva. Yeah, like that Kamen Rider suit was awesome. It was like awesome. It's like as a kid, I kind of had a thing for vampires growing up. So watching this one made it even better. Watching that, I was like, oh my god, it's got such a nice look to it. I love it. Like, and no one in Puerto Rico where I live I've never seen a Kamen Rider cosplay ever. And I wish I could do it, but like I said, watching through the visor would be so difficult for me, since I can only see through one eye, basically. It's almost like I'm kind of blind in one eye. What can you do, I'm not a really big fan of Gundam, to be honest with you. I tried watching it. No offense to those who do like Gundam. I just couldn't enjoy it, really. Like, for me, my giant robot thing was always Transformers. My thing was always Transformers. When it came to Gundam, I could never really get into it. What do you think? The news kind of looks cool. I won't give my opinion until I see the first episode. So I'm waiting for that. Like, I don't judge a series until I see the first episode. And even sometimes after seeing the first episode, sometimes my opinion changes. Like, I thought um, Power Rangers Super Mega Force was going to be awesome, but I was so disappointed because after seeing Super Sentai Go Kaiger, I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. And just the story of how they did it and for the States, I was like, no, no. I couldn't really enjoy it until like the last episodes when they actually showed the legendary Rangers come up. Speaking of Transformers, Oscar, now that Hasbro owns both franchises, it would be awesome to see a Power Rangers and Transformers crossover. Hey, you never know. They probably might even just cross over in the comics for all we know. For all we know, they might just cross over in the comic books. Hot Rod was awesome, and that was like one of my favorite movies growing up when I saw him, Hot Rod, and then he became Rodimus Prime. Now light our darkest hour. This is the end of the road, Galvatron. You got a touch, you got the power. Yeah. I better stop singing. I might get copyright strike. You never know. It could be a possibility to get a copyright strike even during a live stream. After all the sitting done, Gundam, Robotech, and Voltron were the bomb. I saw Voltron, but never watched it fully, completely, because I got bored. And I think it was mostly because at the same time Voltron was out, I was watching Thundercats, and my attention was more towards Thundercats. Thundercats! Oh! Okay. Will you ever think about making a Transformers helmet? I made one once. Actually, I made a whole Transformers suit. It was a foam build suit that I did. I did a 6 foot tall... I did a 6 foot tall Optimus Prime for me. I'm only about 5'5". So there was actually platforms. In fact, let me see if I can get the link to the video. That way I can link it to you guys so you can... see if I can find that video. Because it was like one of the first videos I posted long time ago. Long time ago. And I had to repost it because of the music. So let's see, go to the uploads. 60. Let me see, Transformers. And I'm telling you this, guys, that thing took me forever because first I started off with going in one direction with it, and then all of a sudden I changed my mind and decided to do it a different way. But I gotta say, it was so freaking worth it. So let me see if I can come right here. Here's the link to that video. And then here's another link with the, like it completed. I would say this helmet was actually made out of foam, based off a Pepakura pattern, and then I gutted a actual Optimus Prime voice changer mask and put like the electronics inside the foam helmet. And I think the one of the reasons why I had to re-upload that video of the building, I was using the song from Transformers the movie, and it kind of got a like a copyright strike because of it, because I didn't have permission to actually use the music. So, and I didn't know that it was there until I ended up being able to monetize my videos, and then I saw that that video couldn't get monetized because of the song. So I had to actually remove the music and choose another music from the free music that YouTube lets you use. So, you know, it happens, you know. But at least I got to keep the video there, and it, you know, got a good amount of views. I gotta say, it did get a good amount of views. Like for the time being, because I was still like really well unknown, you know, and it's like ended up. It was like back in 2012. It like got 248 views and 4 likes. So it was like I wasn't really um, getting a ton of likes on my videos at that early stage. So I'm like, what can you do, you know? What would you do for a Klondike bar? Oh my god, already been here for 2 hours, guys. Wow. Like I didn't even realize how much time went by. Started this at 7:20. Now it's 2 hour. It's like 9:30 now. Wow. Ouch. Why does this thing hurt so much? My skin is sensitive. Alright, what's going on? People have gone quiet. Did did you guys die? You guys pass out or something? Have you ever made the Sword of Omens? Once. I made the Sword of Omens once, and I actually carved it out of wood. I actually carved that sucker out of wood. I was like, I wanted it so bad, and this was like way back in the day when I first started making props, and I was working with wood at the time, and I made the Sword of Omens out of a piece of wood. And I gotta say, it came out. It looked so awesome. Unfortunately, it kind of got lost in shipping when I shipped it to Puerto Rico, and something happened to it. So I don't know what happened to it. I'm guessing probably somebody in the shipping company saw it, thought it was a real sword, and then I don't know, said it couldn't be shipped or something. I don't know. Have you ever thought of making a video game prop? I think I have already. Video game prop. Did I make a video? Yeah, I made a prop from Final Fantasy. I made one of the swords. I can't remember. I don't remember whose it was because I at the time I wasn't paying attention too much of Final Fantasy, or I didn't play the games at all because I wasn't really into RPGs at the time. It was this sword that looked like it had a motor attached to it. So, would you ever think about making another Transformers costume, but that transforms into a vehicle? I don't know, because like I said, if I was to make one, I need to make it in a way that's more comfortable for me, because especially over here, it gets so hot and everything, but and I've seen how the Ranger suits have been made, and I think I got a pretty good idea how they do it, because it's basically pretty simple. Just have certain parts on here. The probably one that would probably be hard to do, because I saw some guy do it, and then when he transforms, he's actually able to drive around when he's transformed into the car. So I would love to do that one day, but I would have to learn how to do like electronics to do that, and I don't even know what kind of motor he used for it. Silverhawk's helmet would be awesome, Oscar. Yeah, I think it would, and it's not really a helmet per se, because it's more like a mask, because there's a part, remember, like, it covers the face, and it's like skin tight. Because it's not really a helmet, it's like skin tight. That's like actually part of the body. And so, like, if something was that ever made, it would have to. I could never make it as a 3D printed version that people could use. It could be 3D printed, but then it would have to be molded as in latex. So that way you could slip it on, and then probably with magnets or something attach the faceplate to it. Yeah, 2 hoverboards would work, but it has to be able to work as separate wheels, because the way the guy did it, he had the 2 wheels in the front actually move him. So it was like almost like if he was like a big wheel. So like almost in that same function. Like the minute he transformed, I guess he had a control around his hands. That way, the minute he transformed, he was actually able to move around, and then let go of it, stop moving, and then stand back up again. So, like a hoverboard would seem like it, but the problem is that he wouldn't be standing on it. He would actually be kneeling. He would be like basically on all fours on the ground. So hoverboard would be a little bit hard, because he wouldn't be able to wear them on his feet. And so it's more like I said, it's like more probably like using the functionality of a big wheel. I think that's how they probably most likely did it, using the motor of a big wheel, and then changing it in a way that he actually could control it with one of his hands, or with a switch that he could put pressure on it. The minute it knew it was him laying, he was on all that position, it could move, and then something like that. I'm really not too sure, but I think I I really have a good feeling that it had to do with probably the functionality. Like he gutted a big wheel and used that motor and wired a switch, like the pad, into a button that he could actually hold in his hand. I think there are like several different versions of the trigger. Devil trigger status 200%. Then there's the Devil May Cry trigger from Devil May Cry 3. Yeah, so um, we'd have to say, like I said, there's several different versions of It seems like they're of the triggers. You know, I think it changes with every Devil May Cry game. There's like the 200% form and the other form that look. I think there was a trigger form even in the Capcom versus Marvel versus Capcom game. So there was like I think there was even a version of the trigger there. So I gotta see. But I think right now, you know, guys, I think I'm gonna end the stream now. It's already getting late. It's about 9:43 here. So I'm gonna get going. I got some stuff to do. Also tomorrow I gotta start recording the newest video. I gotta start recording that one. See what I'm gonna be doing. So I gotta set it up and everything. Also I'm working on the King Tyrannos Under Dragon mode helmet that I 3D modeled. But I want to thank you guys for actually coming here, joining, smashing that like button. I hope you guys hit that notification bell because I will be posting videos soon, hopefully in the near future. And that if you guys do participate in the raffle, make sure to participate soon because once the raffle's over on the 19th, that's when we're going to be announcing the winner. And after that, that's it. That's all it is. That raffle will be done, gone forever.